Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hot Mess Podcast. I am your host, Matilda Johnson, and today we have a very special guest getting messy with us. My boyfriend, Kyri. Say hi, Kyri.
Hello.
It's like, Tag Valentina, ally. Anyway, so I was really sick this week and decided to take a week off podcasting to focus on my health, and so I thought I'd make it extra special and bring my boyfriend onto an episode. Okay, but to start off the episode, of course we have to do our weekly wrap. So Kyri, what is on your TikTok feed?
I don't actually.
Wait, you're a Reels user. Hot topic. Kyri's a Reels user, not a TikToker.
Both.
Okay.
I use both, but let me pause. I'm going to do some market research.
We'll get back to this. While we wait, my TikTok feed is currently all about the Jonas Brothers Vegas residency that just began this week. And it has really brought up and recreated my 12-year-old love for the Jonas Brothers. Loved Camp Rock, loved Jonas LA. Specifically Jonas LA, didn't love Jonas by itself. Did you like the Jonas Brothers?
Hot topic. Didn't really watch them.
Have you seen Camp Rock?
You think so?
Oh, okay.
Probably.
After this, we're watching Camp Rock just in case. But okay. If you have watched anything Jonas Brothers, do you know who they are? Like, do you know the siblings?
I know the Jonas Brothers. They obviously don't stand out for me.
Okay, but who's your favorite Jonas brother? Nick, Kevin, or Joe?
I only know Nick really do.
Really? What about Nick do you like?
That I know him.
Okay, so I'm a Joe girl. I think I've always been a Joe girl. I think you'd like Kevin because he's really funny. Kev. You'd like Kev. But I've always been a Joe girl, and okay, so Nick has the song Jealous, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. But Joe has been singing it on tour, and I'm sorry, he does it so much better than Nick does. So I've decided this week's Instagram post is just going to be all about the Jonas Brothers in Vegas because it's
Real
so
original
good.
of him.
Oh, but it's just so good. Like, their Vegas residency is so good. I would fly over there just to see it. Okay, Kyri, what's on your TikTok feed?
Well, there's this one TikTok that I watched, and girl was a bit disappointed with Nick Kroll's advice. If you remember me sending that to you.
Yeah. It's got a few million views now. So
yeah, a girl that went to a dinner party and lifted her leg to fart silently because the fart's the vibration of the cheeks, and she shut herself and tried to flush her undies and it didn't work.
I feel like you have
that and dogs. I watched a video today of a dog on a... Was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. Dog on a... What do you call it? Segway. Segway. Yeah, he was learning how to use a Segway.
Oh.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
I love dogs.
Yeah, you know how to
What's
use
your
it.
favourite breed of dog?
Well, like my dog, Staffy.
Yeah, Staffy. English Staffy.
English one, yeah.
Is there a French Staffy? Is that a thing?
No.
I think if Kyri was a dog, he would definitely be a golden retriever. You're a golden retriever boy.
Something noisy. Could be a husky, maybe.
You or me?
Yeah, true. You'd be a corgi.
Why? Because my
Sassy.
ass. Oh, thanks. So on TikTok, there's this current trend going on where couples talk about It's usually got a fun voice thingy over it, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to talk about the icks we have found within each other.
I've only actually just started seeing those voice modifiers.
Yeah, no, same. I don't think they've been around for very long.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I like
I
them.
like it. I keep thinking like they're like mimicking something. Like it's like a sound. It's not their sound. I think.
You think they're
wow.
they're naturally just talking like that?
I'm thinking they're doing another sound, like a, what do you call them? Duet? No? What do they call them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
cut
the cameras. Cut the camera. Okay, so we're going to be discussing the icks we have found within each other. This could be make it or break it for our relationship. No, I'm kidding. Okay, Kyri, because you're the guest, you go first. What are the icks that you have found that I have?
The amount that this girl jokes about selling foot pics. It's disturbing. and it needs to stop.
But I just want to be your sugar mama. I just
stop it.
I just want to be your sugar mama though. Like I could be making bank off these toes. I used to be a dancer. I've got very bendy feet.
Nobody want to see those toes. Trust me.
They're not that bad.
They're
I could make monies.
They're that bad.
Okay. Anyway, my first ick about you is you don't get road rage. You get like road sass. So Kyri will be driving and he'll see somebody doing something silly on the road, and instead of like screaming at them, what is it you do? Like you clap at them, or you like make a sassy remark? Or today,
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
This is my turn.
Your ick.
I'm taking the mic here. No. So it's either the clapping, yes.
Yeah.
I'm giving the thumbs up. Like, yeah, good one, mate. Well done. Call him a champ. That's one. Yeah, you're a champ. Or just call him a fucking big malacca.
Kyri's Greek, Cypriot, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find it funny because you don't get angry. You just call them names or clap at them. I don't know. And I'm just like, okay. And I'm always like, all right, calm down. Anyway, okay, what's your second ick about me?
You're a rant. No.
Okay, but for real, what's the second ick?
Oh. The routines you have, morning and night.
I think it's healthy.
How long it takes you to even touch the bed before you get to... Like, I'll be sleeping already before you even get in the bed. It takes like 2 hours, not...
It does not take 2 hours.
At least an hour.
I like things to be done a certain way before I can like actually rest. If things aren't done a certain way before I put my head to the pillow, I will not sleep properly. I don't know if it's like a superstition, but...
You use like that what's it called?
Gua sha.
The gua sha, and you're like... zen before you go to bed.
Yeah, and it's like my time to recuperate and like, you know, it's called beauty sleep for a reason. I need to beautify myself before the sleep. I need to do a full skincare routine. I need to scull a whole heap of water.
You're doing the beauty, I'm doing the sleeping.
Yeah.
That's all
True. You do get more sleep than me regardless. And because of, I think maybe I should start doing the skincare earlier so that I can join you in the actual sleeping. Because, yeah, I need to have, like, a full glass of water, then lip balm, and then a few more sips of water, and then I'll turn the light off.
No, you do the whole bath. That's when you get to the room.
Yeah.
Before you get to the room, I'm talking here. You go to the bathroom. I don't know what you're doing there. You do everything. I don't know.
Anyways.
Pilates.
You don't do Pilates. No, okay. He's overreacting at this point. All right, my second ick.
Hit class. I don't know.
I do a full F45 workout before I go to bed. Sometimes I do actually do that. Anyway, my second ick is you somehow in the mornings and in the evenings, it doesn't matter if it's the couch or if it's the bed, you have a way to absolutely mess up. I was about to call it the apparatus. No, the piece of furniture. Like, you'll lie down on the couch, and I've got a vintage couch, right? And he'll get up off it, and suddenly the cushions will be all over the place. And I'm like, how? You literally just sat down, you get up, and the cushions are everywhere. And it's the same with the bed. Like, we'll get up in the morning, and the blanket will be inside out, like upside down. I don't even know. And then you don't make it. And I'm like, Kyri, let's make the bed now. That's my ick. Anyway. Okay, here's your rebuttal. Here's your rebuttal. Yeah, because I knew you'd say something. Here's your rebuttal then.
Okay, well, at least when it's time to sleep, I can get into the bed.
Because I've made it for you.
No, I'm talking about my own bed. I'm talking about your bed has like You're
not getting
washing.
into this. You're not
yeah.
getting into this. You're not getting into this. Literally airing my dirty laundry.
You're like, all right, I have to wait for you to get done in the bathroom before you pick up a pile of clean washing. You go, okay, drop. Let's go to bed.
Okay, because this is a podcast about being a hot mess, we are going to deep dive into some aspects of our relationship, but we're going to keep it PG because Kyri is, I'd say you're a more reserved person than I am. I think I'm more of an open book, especially online. Does that, like, I don't know, I feel like you and I are polar opposites in that aspect of our lives. Does that ever, like, freak you out at all that I'm so open?
Not really. I mean, you just gotta be careful what you say. I don't think everyone needs to know what you're thinking 24/7.
Yeah, I do tend to use this as, like, a diary a bit too much.
And you have got in trouble a couple of times.
I have, but I find it funny.
I don't.
So we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of everything right now. Okay, so as I've discussed previously on other podcast episodes, Kyri and I did meet at work. So when we first met, we didn't talk to each other for like a solid month. So like I wasn't sure if you were even attracted to me. Were you immediately attracted to me? Because I was like, oh, he's cute.
Yeah, you were cute. But you're my boss as well. So.
Oh, no. I was not his boss, guys. I was not. I was a supervisor, and you later became a supervisor.
Only casual. You're still full-time. So it was like...
And then I became a casual. Oh, this sounds so inappropriate. Totes inappropriate. Anyway, but, like, the first time I was really like, oh, he's cute. He's cute. It's like one night we were all going out for drinks, and it was, like, the first time I saw you without your work uniform on, and I was like, oh my god, he's a real person. And then you drove me home and I vomited because
yeah,
your driving freaked me out. I got out of the car, I literally spewed everywhere.
blame my driving. You were a mess.
Yeah, okay. I had a few sangrias that night, but I do feel like we kind of have to owe it to my friend Gemma for us actually getting together, because she really encouraged it. Hi, Gemma.
Hello.
So one night I had like a whole heap of work friends and then some school friends and like other friends over for a bit of like we're having like a taco night at my place, and Gemma like pulled me aside and she was like, that guy Kyri is like really lovely. Why are you trying to set him up with everyone else but yourself?
Thanks, Gem.
Because I was trying to...
You're a real gem.
Because I was trying to set him up with, like, my housemate. And then with Gemma. Oh, my God. And with Lexi as well.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then I think I kind of realised...
That wasn't a yikes directly to you, Lexi. Sorry. I just have to clarify quickly. I can continue.
I think I kind of realised that, like, I wasn't owing it to myself to actually be with somebody nice. I saw how nice you were and I was like, somebody else deserves this guy. And then, but yeah, I ended up with you.
You deserved it.
Oh.
Alright, I want to talk a bit about our first proper date that we went on.
Okay.
Now,
Oh no.
Tilly chose a spot. I wanted her to choose. I'm like, here's a few. But did I give you a few? Or
You gave us a few restaurant ideas of where you wanted to take me.
And she chose Maha. Chose Maha on... Wait, did we agree on a date?
I can't remember.
Anyways, it was on a date. We agreed at Maha, 7 p.m. or something like that. I don't know.
Very lovely restaurant I'd never been to before.
Yeah, it was really good. We sat there. We got...
It was like a 7-course meal.
I think it was 5. Five we got.
It felt like more than that.
Might have been. I don't know. But we knew it was a bit more pricey. But we got drinks as well, did we?
Yeah, we did.
That was on top of the set menu.
Yeah.
And we got the bill, and I look at it and I go, fuck. It's a public holiday, isn't it?
How much was the bill?
I can't remember. All I remember was it was
more than
an extra 15% or 10%.
something like that. But I remember the bill. It was like probably close to $500.
Yeah,
And-
it was not cheap.
That was when you realized I had expensive taste. And you were stuck with me.
Yeah, I'm broke.
So we've been together for about 1.5 years now. We actually just celebrated it unintentionally. The other day we realized, oh, we've been together 1.5 years today. So in that time, we've already had the pleasure of being able to travel to the other side of the world together. You showed me your mothership,
My mothership.
Greece and Cyprus.
Come on.
One day I'll take you to my mothership.
Norway?
We can't confirm whether... Oh, actually, no, we can confirm.
Yeah,
My dad's side's from Norway.
And this?
My gingerness.
Yes.
It came from the Vikings. Anyway, so we went to Greece and Cyprus for... Well, I was there for 3 months. I mean, I wish. I was there for 3 weeks and you were there for 7?
Yes. 7 weeks, yeah.
And so I met you over there and we started off with Greece and then went to Cyprus about halfway through, then traveled back to Greece. And I feel like traveling with your partner, you learn a lot about each other. I think it's like really a make it or break it kind of situation if you're traveling with your partner, because you learn the most about each other during that time. Is there anything you learned about me during that time that you were like, what the heck? Like you
Get
hadn't known?
sick really easily.
True.
And I not really learned much. I already knew what I was getting myself into.
I did get sick on the trip. Like the last week of the trip, I got a really bad ear infection and we were in Athens and I had to find a doctor. And I was like literally vomiting in the bathroom and Kyri was running away because vomit freaks you out.
Yeah, it does.
So you were very supportive. No, you were actually very supportive. But that wasn't ideal because we didn't get to enjoy the last of Athens very much. We did, oh my gosh, one of the funniest stories of the trip is probably when we were going to the War Museum in Athens and we were walking there and the sun was blazing down on us and I'd been vomiting that morning and I was like, I'm fine to go, like I'm good.
You and your big Prada sunnies.
Yeah, fake Prada. I got them in Cyprus. And we were like probably less than 100 meters away from the War Museum and there were protesters out in the street and stuff. And so there were a lot of police out. And suddenly I just hurled in the middle of the street in front of all of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
You
kind
did
of...
that.
But we didn't know anyone there, so that was fine.
Then we later, after we went through the museum, well, I went through and you were
Shuffling through.
shuffling, sleeping.
Yeah, I literally would be sitting down in the museum, like passing out.
Yeah. Well, on our way back, we did see someone sitting right where you vomited.
In pretty much in my vomit.
Pretty much in your vomit.
Yeah, that was disturbing. I was like, do we tell her that, hey, my sick is like right underneath you? But we didn't have the heart. Also, like, you were very good at translating between me and the doctors as much as you could during that time because they had no idea what I was trying to say in terms of saying I have an ear infection. And you really pulled through and did your best with that one. You're not fluent in Greek though, are you?
No.
So I don't know how you managed to do it, but it was just your Greek charm. They were really annoyed by me. One thing I learned about you is that you're a super organized person.
Especially with traveling, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize until it came time to like actually book it and book everything that you were so on top of it. Like I pretty much didn't have to do anything. You planned the whole trip within like a week.
With your consent.
Yeah. But like you'd just be like, what activities do you want to do? I'd name a handful of activities and then suddenly everything was booked. It was amazing. You should go into like, I don't know,
Travel agency.
Travel agency. You should do that. We're also about to travel to Bali together next year. So our friends are getting married and they've invited a whole group of us on their honeymoon, which I'm super excited about. And we're all staying in the same place. I've never been to Bali, have you?
Yeah, when I was 14, I think, yeah.
Okay, so it's been a hot minute. Oh, you said a hot minute. See, I've converted him, guys. He also says slay.
Not really.
You do. You've typed slay.
Slay.
Slay, mama. Anyway, so we're going to be traveling to Bali together, which is going to be super fun. Where do you want to go next?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No,
Bali.
after
Okay.
Bali.
Maybe chill for a bit. Maybe
That's a boring answer.
in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'd like a road trip or something.
Yeah.
I would love for us to do a road trip together.
Like to go see my friends back on the Gold Coast. Maybe?
Yeah, he's a Gold Coast boy. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to road trip up to Gold Coast. I can see us in like Mexico or Cuba. I don't know. I think sometimes we should just pack up our lives and travel. Speaking of Gold Coast, though, you have camped a lot at Moreton Island,
Yes.
which not many people know is where the Scooby-Doo movie was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Spooky Island.
Spooky Island. And I realized last night, because of TikTok, that our New Year's kiss last year was under the surf life-saving, you know, like the tower, where it's like one of the first shots of that Scooby-Doo movie. Did you know?
No, I haven't seen the TikTok.
I sent it to you.
Oh.
And I was like, and then I sent you a voice message saying, Kyri, before our second
I knew
New
that
Year's
part.
kiss together, I feel like you should know. Last
that
year,
part.
we kissed where Shaggy and Scooby were having a barbecue in their car.
Hot topic.
yeah.
That's meant to look like they're getting high in the car.
I think most people know that. I'm sorry to tell you this. I think one thing that's really interesting about our relationship is how different our family dynamics are, because I feel like I've got a very small family, whereas you have a huge family and you're all super close. Like, you hang out with your cousins on weekends, whereas my family's all kind of spread out across Australia, so I don't really get that same interaction with them. So when you first started dating me, were you more scared to meet my family or my friends?
I don't think I was really scared to meet either of them, to be honest.
Oh.
But you tried to make it out like your dad's a big scary guy, I guess. You're trying to...
I think my dad likes to make out he's a scary guy.
Yeah. You were trying to say like how it's hard to get his approval and stuff like that, but I wasn't too worried. I don't know. I wasn't too scared going into it.
I think it genuinely is hard to get my dad's approval. So I was shocked by how quickly you managed to get his approval. I don't know how you did it. To this day, I'm like, whoa, how did that happen? I don't know. You tick some boxes. But for me, I was so excited to meet your friends when we went up to Queensland for New Year's last year. But meeting your family, I found super intimidating because you guys are all so close.
Yeah.
And because you're also the only grandson in your family.
Yeah.
So you're a bit of a favorite.
Yes.
And so I knew if I did like anything wrong, like I thought I'd get disapproval. Would you agree with that?
Fair.
Yeah. To this day, I'm still kind of like...
I'm the favourite, correct.
To this day, I am still scared of that.
Oh.
Just a little bit. But I also think it's really cool how open your family has been to getting to know me as well. Like, I get invited to like family functions all the time. And your yaya is always like, where's your girlfriend? Which I think is really sweet. She often forgets my name, so she just calls me girlfriend, which is so iconic as well. She's such a sweetheart. And she even made my mum's, well, technically you made it with her.
Yeah.
My mum's birthday dessert this year, which is so lovely. So I'm excited for the day that our families actually meet. It hasn't happened yet. But, okay, this is also a bit of a hot topic. My mum is obsessed with Greek culture. So every year...
So is her daughter, apparently.
Just, it's really grown on me. But when we were kids, ever since I was about 3 years old, we would holiday in Adelaide, specifically in Semaphore. And every year there would be a Greek festival. What do you guys call it?
Bunny
Bunny yeah. So there would be a Bunny. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So there would be one every year, and we would almost schedule the holiday around this because my mum, or my dad too, dad loves cooking, but like We'd love the food, we'd love the music, we'd love the dancing. It would be a lot of fun and it'd go across an entire weekend. And then when I said I was dating a Greek boy, my mum was like, oh my God, slay. And so she was super excited for me to be dating you. And so I think it's like interesting to join a family that has such like a rich culture as well, because that's something that I don't have in my normal life either. And so I've had like learned so much about your history and your family history and your culture. Greek Easter, the best. One thing though, when entering a new relationship that I was hesitant about was like knowing how my mental health has previously been in regards to dating and stuff like that. So I don't think I've always been the most self-respecting when it comes to dating. And often that has led me down like the wrong paths and like dating the wrong guys. And I think you really helped me overcome a lot of this because of how patient you've been with me and understanding where I'm at mentally with a lot of things. And I think us being open and honest with each other has really helped. But like, I also find it interesting that you didn't know me when I was dancing full time. Like I just graduated but like I said I was a dancer, but you, to this day, you've never actually seen me dance. And you
have.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, not really professionally, but I've seen you dance.
In a club. And you used to be an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
And I've
Jiu-jitsu,
never seen you fight, which I think is interesting. So like we've
Seen Harley. Me and Harley go at it.
Holly's Kyri's dog. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to have us go into those environments together and see each other in those ways. But I also think
Fun.
you've also taught me a lot about fighting, which is great. You've taught me some self-defense, whether I'm good or not at it. Am I good?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
But I also appreciate that, like, with our relationship, because you didn't meet me when I was a dancer, is that you didn't have that preconceived idea about what it would be like to date me. Because I feel like a lot of guys previously would be like, oh, she's a dancer. And like they'd only want me for the physical side of me having been a dancer. But honestly, you were like the first guy to express that you weren't interested in just the fact that I was a dancer.
I like this, your brain.
Thank you. I don't know how it works sometimes, but I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know. I find it really interesting that you and I have never actually seen each other in terms of like where we're passionate.
Speaking of Harley, he's been knocking.
Yeah, Harley's knocking at the door right now and we're like, I'm sorry. I can't let you in right now. He might have a guest feature in the episode later. But in me being a dancer as well, obviously I've spoken briefly, well, not even briefly, I've had like full episodes about my mental health revolving around dance. And you met me at a very pivotal time in my life of me kind of phasing out of being a dancer and like kind of entering a normal person's lifestyle. And I was learning a lot about myself. And so in this time, like I've also been struggling with mental health and stuff like that, which can be like a bit of a toll on the relationship in that like I've been recovering from my eating disorder and like anxiety and some of the PTSD that I've had from my dance experience. Like even as of last week, guys, oh my God, I forgot to say, speaking of from last week, I faced a fear and I went to a dance class. Yay!
Woo.
But this is something we'd discussed on a podcast episode previously about how, like, before the end of the year, I'm going to go to another dance class. And I did. It was great. It was my friend Dom's dance class. And it was all about loving your bodies and loving yourselves and being confident in who you are. But then, like, I went home afterwards and I just had a bit of a meltdown. And you were super supportive of that. And I don't know. It's just interesting because, again, you didn't know me when I was a dancer, but you've just embraced the fact that I have my own issues because of it, and you've helped me so much along the way. So thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
I haven't really dealt with a lot of mental health before you. No, sorry. I haven't dealt with personally myself and had to go through any of it, so it's really kind of opened my eyes, I guess. So I've just had to learn as I go to help you and just listen, I
You've
guess.
done a really great job. Do you think it was taxing to you at all when we first started dating?
Late nights, I guess, but not taxing. I mean,
Like me calling you in the middle of the night and
yeah, 3 a.m.s.
3 a.m. crying to Taylor Swift vibes.
And yeah, me coming to your house at 3 a.m., yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Well, you've been there for me through a lot in a year and a half. And I think my mental health has also improved in the time that we've been dating. I don't want to say thank you for all of it because I think I did a lot of work on myself and because I knew that we wouldn't have a healthy relationship if I didn't work on myself in the process. But
Queen. Slay.
thank you. But I think we're now in a position where like we have our ups and downs and I have my ups and downs and you have your ups and downs, but we've kind of learned how to figure it out as like a team. Another thing we kind of had to deal with as a couple was when I found out that I had PCOS, so polycystic ovaries, which can, like, I don't know, I feel like it was a little bit stressful at the time because I didn't entirely know what that meant for like my reproductive system. And as we're in a relationship, you know, we have thought about our future together and if we want to get married and have kids and all that kind of stuff. And you'd already expressed to me that one day you want to have kids. And before meeting you, I wasn't 100% wanting to have kids.
I haven't expressed that I wanted kids. It's more that it's kind of in my religion, I guess. No, I'm not really religious. In my culture.
Yeah, to have like a big family. And
I guess I am religious by culture.
yeah. Whereas I had previously been like, oh, I don't know if kids are really for me. Like, you know, a bit unsure. But it wasn't until I met you that I was like, I would have his babies.
Jesus.
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to create a byproduct of you because I love you so much. And then so to find out that I have PCOS, I was a bit like, oh God, what does that mean for our future together? And does that worry you at all? Like what that could look like?
Not really. I haven't really. Like I haven't thought about kids, or that's not.
I
Really
mean, it's a long way down the track.
issue right now. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the future, is that something that you think would need to look into more as a couple?
Just work through it.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love you. Okay, and then as for marriage, if you and I were to get married, obviously being Greek Cypriot, you're a member of the Greek Orthodox Church.
Yeah.
Is that something I'd have to like prescribe to or like be baptized into?
No, not at all. No.
Okay, so do I have to follow the religion under any like circumstances at all or?
I mean, it's just a culture thing for me, really. It's not about the religion. It's just how I've been raised, I guess.
Okay.
It's not. We just do Greek Easter and Orthodox stuff like that, but we're not going to church on Sundays and
Yeah.
yeah.
So the only real thing that I would have to do would
It's a
be
church wedding. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Which I'm okay with because I've seen Greek Orthodox churches, so I know how beautiful they are.
The receptions anywhere, just to
Yeah.
yeah. But the Greek traditions of the reception's different. You got to do those.
Okay, so
With
what are
their
the
fun, though,
what are the
yes.
traditions? Like what's involved there?
Pinning cash to the dress.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
There's a lot.
There's like a mattress thing, isn't there?
Yeah, Cypriot one. Let's not talk about that mattress.
Oh, okay. But there's a lot of dances that I would have to learn. Isn't there? There is one where you have to dance around a shot glass, then get down on the ground and shot whatever is in the shot glass without
Probably
touching it.
Uzo, yeah.
Oh, great. I hate Uzo. That's the one thing that I'm like, oh no. But like other than that, like, is there much else that you believe I would have to follow in terms of religion?
I mean, it's just my culture, not religion. Just yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. because I love your culture. So like that's something that's easy for me. Yeah. I think it's just because I haven't been raised within a religion that I'm like, oh, this is all new, so it's all fresh. And I just don't know my boundaries just yet. So you're teaching me a lot. Okay, we're wrapping it up. Final question, Kyri.
Yes.
What is something you would like to see in the future of our relationship?
Ooh. Well, for us both to be successful, whether it's doing the same thing or probably not doing the same thing, doing our own things, and I don't know, having a portfolio together, I guess,
A portfolio?
like a home and owning stuff, I guess, whatever
Investments and
it is, investments, and I don't know, it's just anything.
finding
Just
success together.
having our own stuff. Our own stuff. That's it. Having our own
thing.
Having our own stuff. That's it.
I'm with you there. Yeah. I look forward to that as well. I think you and I boost each other up in the best ways. So I'd like to see that in our future as well. Thanks for coming on the episode.
That's all right.
Will you come on again?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't really like talking.
Well, it's been fun
the
having you
spot.
on. Thank you for compromising with me tonight and being on this episode. If you guys enjoyed tonight's episode, which is a bit random compared to previous ones, please like and subscribe, leave a cheeky comment on our Instagram or on, I don't have a TikTok page for this just yet, or wherever you're listening. We're across many, many platforms now of like listening platforms. And yeah, like, subscribe, comment, give me a big thumbs up. Everything is appreciated. And if you want to have more guests on in the future, DM me, let me know who you'd like to hear from.
Come on, champ.
Say Malacca one more time.
Big Malacca. Poor.
Yeah, nice. If you don't do any of those things, what are you?
Big Malacca, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for being messy with me this week, and I'll be messy with you again in the future. Bye.